Greetings and hallucinations to all you folks out there. I've got a wonder for you. I don't even want to make a joke about this anymore. We all know how prevalent this map is. And it is a 5 versus 5 large team game, the kind we all know and love, and hopefully it is an epic game. This one was recommended to me. I'm not going to tell you by who because that might give away the ending. I don't know. I haven't watched it to completion yet, so I don't know who wins, but I will discuss it after the game. There's a lot of familiar names in here. We got Sneaky Snake, Voodoo, a whole bunch of the guys in here. So we will just dive right in, introduce the teams, and then jump straight into the action. We've got Diadect taking Seraphim, Voodoo in the Brilliant White UEF, Killer Instinct as Aeon, another UEF for Puppet Master, and another for Solar Storm. Whole lot of UEF, one Seraphim and one Aeon. No Cybran, that is kind of odd. On the northern side, we have Reaper, which is Total Tuna, as Aeon in the air slot. A whole bunch of Cybran on this side. Freedom Fighter, Sneaky Snake, and Scenari. That is all Cybran, and then one Seraphim for the Cool Gamer. So no UEF. Kind of an odd team layout. Not sure what motivated the picking of those factions, but it's basically going to be Speed and Sneaky versus UEF, Strong and Tanky. Let's see. On the start, we're going to see several labs coming out. We've got that is going to be a Hunter from Sneaky Snake coming down here to anticipate an engineer coming from this direction. Then we have 2 labs for Scenari coming down this way. One of them is going to meet a tank. The other is going to meet this engineer and attempt to kill it with the help of this other hunter. So, a little bit of decent early aggression. It's not going to do too much damage. My goodness, me and my severe lack of oxygen. I don't know what the problem is. But those labs are not going to do a whole lot before they get killed. Now we have a Tech 1 bomber. Scenari has decided the Tech 1 air is for him to build, despite the fact that we do have a dedicated air slot on this team. Not to say that that's a bad thing, because building your own air is good, but that one Tech 1 bomber, I think, died without getting a single kill due to some very loopy microwave. We've got another Tech 1 bomber up here. It's actually going to land a solid hit on the power generators and swing around for another. Yes, Tuna actually has interceptors on the line. He could take out that bomber if he were so inclined, but apparently he feels like just sitting there and letting this bomber kill off the power and mass extractors of the Cool Gamer. And Scenari is actually going to dive in and save his teammate before the air player does. That is kind of interesting. At least the team is being useful, but I would love to see the air player actually jump into the fray in his medium of choice. Although I don't think Tuna plays air much, so they might not have any idea what's going on. Diadect making a very wise decision right there. He's actually going to push up with a handful of tanks. He had no hope of winning that whatsoever, but he was able to get the Cool Gamer to cancel his ACU upgrade. That is always a win-win situation, because when you get someone to cancel their upgrade, not only do they not have the stronger ACU, but they've wasted all of the precious resources on that ACU upgrade. So yeah, total bust on their part. Looks like we're going to have 2 comms pushing forward against this one. Voodoo is going to bring his ACU up towards the front, though, and he does have a superior amount of spam because Voodoo is superior at just about everything. And he is going to deter Scenari in his progress. Now, Diadect is making a bad choice here, I would think. He's extending his ACU a little too far down on this side. You got to remember that on this... My goodness. I need some anti-yawn meds. I don't know if they make those, but that would be wonderful. He is going to have to walk back around the tip here, so this is one of those areas where you want to be very careful because you can get cut off by spam without realizing it, and then your ACU goes kablooey. Cool Gamer is not in a good situation at the moment. He has 2 ACUs bearing down on him, and I don't see how he's going to escape this situation. Got a drop moving across. Will Total Tuna see it? I have no idea. But the Cool Gamer, I think, is about to breathe his last. Tuna sniping off that transport. Gamer going to die, and just to 1,300 health on Diadect. That was actually relatively close. If the Northern team could get some bombers online, they would be able to kill that ACU. But I don't know that that is going to happen. On the right-hand side, we have the worst decision possible going down from... Oh, Solar Storm's an 800 rank. Well, kudos to you guys for letting a lower ranked player in to learn from the big guys. I will not be quite so harsh on him then, seeing as he does not really know any better. So if Solar Storm is watching this, you never want to build Tech 2 stationary artillery in this kind of situation because it will die, and it will die horribly. It is a waste of mass. You need to build mobile attack units, and hopefully we can expand on that as the game progresses. Diadek needs to get the hell out of dodge. What I said before applies even stronger now. That's a Mercy, and it got shot down just barely by that Tech 1 anti-air. This is a problem because he's now successfully got himself cut off. He has an ACU and Tech 2 units in between him and the Ben to get away, and he only has 2,500 health. So I don't think he gets out of this alive. I predict a very quick and painless death. We've got a Mercy coming in that is 200 health, and basically one shot from anything is going to kill his poor, oppressed ACU. Bet you didn't know that these guys were hell-bent on killing the Smurfs. We don't like blue people here, especially when they wear white hats and have tac launcher backpacks, because Seraphim is OP! Okay, enough of that. Alright, Voodoo is going to push up. Sneaky Snake, holy cow, he's only got 400 health. That was a very good bit of micro there. He was in the middle of quite a bit of spam and was able to escape from one ACU. Voodoo does have the gun upgrade on that commander, so that is a nasty hit. He's got 900 health and ticking upwards. He is going to be able to backtrack, but now he got Mercies on Voodoo's comm. He needs to be really careful here. There are hoplites, which easily outrange his ACU, accompanied by stealth, so he can't hit unless he's got vision. And then we've got more Mercies coming in. 4,000 health. Mercy strike. 1,500. Here comes the final Mercy. We got a shield. Get it over there. Puppet Master is going to save Voodoo with that shield. Very well done there. Throwing up some Tech 1 anti-air, and that is going to finish off those last couple of Mercies. They're not going to do any more damage. Very nice teamwork. Alright, on the right hand side over here, we've got Tac Defense going down and Vipers firing at it. We need to remember that it is impossible to win attack missile defense push versus especially Cybern mobile missile launchers. You can defeat Aeon mobile missile launchers with TMD, but you cannot beat Cybern. It has a hard time against the other two factions. Basically, this is a complete waste of mass. You need to build a couple of additional shields and hold here with your ACU while you build either. In this case, I would recommend a bunch of Tech 1 bombers, because Tech 1 bombers are going to kill these guys in 3 hits. If you send 3 bombers, you can kill 4 Vipers at once right there. They're very mass efficient, so I would just build a bunch of Tech 1 bombers and push them across to suppress those mobile missile launchers and force that guy to take a step back. Sonari is not getting out of this one. Kaboom! Followed by that gun comm. Puppet Master, I believe, has a gun. It looks like he has gun Tech 2. Yes, he does. He has gun and Tech 2. Very strong ACU. The UEF and Seraphim comms are arguably the strongest combat ACUs in the early to mid game, even somewhat into the late game, because you have the overshield overshield or the Billy nuke on the UEF ACU, plus the fact that it has such ridiculously strong fire bases. And then the Seraphim commander has all of that regen tied in with the double nano upgrade. And just a ridiculous amount of health, can face off against direct fire T4s. Oh no, 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 Voodoo, don't die to this. Don't. 5,000 health. He's regenning. 53, 54, and boom! No, Voodoo. No. You died to a single attack launcher. How could you? I am disappointed. Oh well. Wow, that was interesting. I don't know if you guys see that shot right there. I don't know what the crap is going on with that, but there was tank fire doing donuts out here in the middle. No idea what is going on there. But Over here on the other side, we have Puppet Master engaging in more important activities than boomerang tank shots. He is defending himself against a veritable horde of Cybern forces, backtracking rapidly to try and get away from there. He does have a handful of pillars with his commander. That is going to give him a tremendous amount of help, but overall he did come out on the losing end of that and is going to be forced back. On the plus side, though, this left hand is completely clear. There was a very large Tech 1 push. You can see these dead mexes right here from Voodoo, and when his comm got sniped, that actually saved the air player. So Total Tuna, you have Freedom Fighter to thank for your life, because you would have been completely taken out of the air game at that point if he had not killed Voodoo. Okay, Solar Storm is still building TAC defense and still taking fire from those Vipers. Like I said before, a couple hundred mass worth of Tech 1 bombers would solve your problem in a heartbeat. Alternately, you could get the Tech 3 land upgrade, build Tech 3 mobile artillery, or you could actually build your own mobile missile launchers. A lot of people don't think about that, but if you build your own mobile missile launchers, you can force Micro from the other player, because he will have to move his mobile missile launchers around to avoid taking fire. If you build equal amounts of mobile missile launchers and yours are under shields and his are not, in general you will win, because when you're firing at a bunch of them, they kind of get clogged up in their pathfinding, and you will hit most of them some of the time. Got a Strat Bomber headed south. There are three ASF online for Killer Instinct, but apparently he is not going to see that Strat Bomber. Going to send his ASF up towards the northern side, and that Strat Bomber is going to head down here. Looks like he's targeted on the Tech 3 engineers. Brilliant strike on that. Going to force Killer Instinct to stop his air production and build more engineers to accomplish what he needs to get done. So that is a win there. We got another Strat Bomber down here killing mass extractors like a boss, and a whole lot of Tech 1 engineers there as well. So very well done on Tuna's part. Still hasn't built any ASF, but he's doing a brilliant job with the Strat Bombers so far. And Restore is being built. That is a terrible idea, Killer Instinct. You need to build ASF and either bombers. Oh, this is not looking healthy. Is that Fire Beetles? Nope, it got shot down. Oh well, I thought that maybe we would see a Fire Beetle snipe, but it was not meant to be. Actually, that may have been a brick. I'm not sure. I didn't get a good enough glance at the transport to see what was on board it. Nicely done right here. You're gonna see a nice little push up from Solar Storm using his units to force Freedom Fighter to back up. Honestly, there wasn't enough there to merit Freedom Fighter backing up, but it was a good little ploy that bought some time here. Did lose the HQ. Was that the Strat Bomber? I think there was a Strat Bomber that came this way. Or the mobile missile launchers. The mobile missile launchers may have gotten together a volley strong enough to do that. No, that was a TAC launcher. I'll bet you that was a TAC launcher. My bad, peoples. I did not see it directly, but if I had to give my opinion, I would say that it was the TAC launcher that did that damage. That is going to be a pretty serious setback for Solar Storm there. Puppet Master pulling a brilliant escape on the southern side with the help of some more pillars, and he is still alive and kicking with a pile of veterancy on his ACU. Got interceptors out the wazoo for Total Tuna, which on a map this small can actually be a very good deciding factor in the initial ASF battles, but he has shifted over to ASF production, has slightly less than Killer Instinct, but not by much, and with the interceptors I would strongly, I can state pretty positively that he does have air control, or the potential to have air control at this point, as long as he is careful with his micro, and he is not. That was a complete and total flyby. He's going to get obliterated by Killer Instinct, and that is going to be the end of the air fight. So advantage, no? Mobile flak to save the day. Kudos to Sneaky Snake for saving that air battle. Very nice, my good sir. We've got this land factory up again and undergoing another upgrade to get back to Tech 2 after that thing was killed. Definitely need a couple of attack defenses over on this side. And restorers are actually going to get slaughtered by interceptors. Not something that you see every day. It takes a whole lot of interceptors to make that happen, but they are going to get chased off by that handful of ASF. ASF will be able to take down the restorers if they so choose at any point. We've got major Tech 3 spam online for Sneaky Snake, and it looks like we're about to have a lot of Tech 3 over here for Freedom Fighter as well. As of yet, there are no Tech 4s or any plans for Tech 4s. We got power generators going up down here, a little bit of support factories, and on the northern side, looks like we're just building power and relying on Tech 1 engineers to get the job done. Nothing wrong with that. Tech 1 engineers are perfectly good. I just don't like dealing with the pathfinding issues and all of this stuff and lag and crap that comes with that. Got quite a few bricks out for Sneaky Snake. He does have a very good formation up here. He's got the flak, he's got the bricks, he's got the loyalists, and he's got trebuchets to back it all up. That is going to be able to put a serious hurting on the Puppet Master's base. He is no longer pulling the strings on this situation. He is going to have to get in retreat mode and run from that wall of bricks. I know that the UEF combat upgraded ACU is a strong one, but it still has a hard time matching up against bricks. Although with this kind of configuration, he really should be able to overcharge 4 and 5 of those at a time, so I don't know why he's especially worried about it. We have a stealth generator accompanying a couple of bricks, which is going to allow those bricks to strike the Tech 2 point defense without getting hit. Don't know why he's pulling back. He should press that advantage. The Tech 2 stationary point defense has a shorter range, shorter vision range than the attack range of the gun upgraded ACUs or the Tech 2 heavy bots, Percival and Brick. So if you have Cloak, you can actually strike. Don't walk in. No, you were escaping. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Surviving with just over 600 health, overcharging 3 bricks, taking trebuchet fire, and escaping like a boss. Holy kashmoles, all of the close calls on this game. I don't understand what is going on with the people in this one. It seems like they are hell-bent on pushing their ACUs to the maximum allowed and then a little bit more and achieving a lucky escape. Alright, now we have major issues down here. We have 3 bricks, which can shunt off any Tech 1 spam that comes this direction, accompanied by, let's count them all up, 16 Vipers. That's a lot of Vipers. That's a lot of attack launches. You do not want to be on the receiving end of that many missiles. It is not a pretty situation. We've got an ACU upgrade going down up here, probably Tech 2. And still building Tech 3 over here and scaling up air production, not protection, air production, which does give you air protection for Total Tuna. Sniper boats on the way. Killer Instinct has a GC accompanied by what used to be 4 sniper bots, but now thanks to the trebuchets is only 2 and minus a whole lot of land spam. But there is not enough Tech 3 clumped up together to have any hope or prayer of killing that Galactic Colossus, and I don't think that GC, yes, it has been spotted, never mind. There are strats on the way according to chat over here. Total Tuna has decided to go the strategic bomber route in order to deal with that Galactic Colossus, and I sure hope it works for them because they really don't have anything else to stop it with. And then down here, most of the Vipers are going to escape, most of them, and then those 5 bricks in the front are easily going to mop up any amount of Tech 1 that's thrown at them. We got Strat Bombers heading up north. We got a Monkey Lord headed over that might actually end the game for, oh nope, ACU is down here, so no go on that. Strat Bombers are going to come in for the, not the Monkey Lord, yes the Monkey Lord, but fail at targeting. That was a whole lot of Strat Bombers to lose. My goodness, that was depressing to watch. Monkey Lord is going to be alive and well at full health with 5 kills. He's going to skirt around on these bases and lay down some covering fire. A lot of people underestimate how strong the railguns on the Monkey Lord actually are. They do a very respectable amount of damage from very far away. You can stand out away from the crowd and you can pick off Tech 1 engineers to wipe out build power. You can pick off Tech 1 and Tech 2 land units for veterancy. Pretty much whatever you want to do. The Monkey Lord actually has deceptively large range with more damage than anyone would ever give it credit for. But I think one of the reasons that people underestimate the amount of damage that the railguns do is because everybody wants to use the Mazer. So everybody dives straight in. Combination of strat bombers and an overcharge. But we have a whole lot of strats from Total Tuna. Puppet Master does have the overshield on his ACU. That is the only thing that has allowed him to live this long. And now we're going to see bombers coming down on Solar Storm. Solar Storm actually pulling an impressive dodge there. I am genuinely impressed for an 1800 player pulling that kind of dodging. He's taking a bomb every now and then, but all in all, his survivability is incredible considering the situation that he's in. More strats, more running in circles. Total Tuna needs to ground fire on top of his ACU because he's doing the all too predictable I'm going to run in a circle right here infinitely until I die routine. And looks like that GC is going to head up north. And finally the one-legged dance has completed itself and Solar Storm is going to dive back into the shields. GC is about to come up on all of this Tech 2 spam. We've got Loyalists headed to the front, as there should be. The GC sucks up the Loyalists, hopefully, even though it's currently sucking up bricks. Mercy to the face. That is definitely not something that you want to eat for breakfast. Loyalists keeping the GC stunned as it's killing them off, allowing the other units to rack up more damage against it. And that is actually very impressive. These units are going to kill this GC, even though I never thought that they would have had enough mass. They very nearly did not. Oh, no. That was a timely veterancy. Holy cow. I'm sitting here in the middle of talking about how the GC is already dead, and it pulled that last possible second veterancy. Got control K of the units here. We got another GC coming down. I don't think there's any hope at all. And Sneaky Snake is taken out by Harbingers and a couple of strats, I think. He could not dodge because he was in the middle of an ACU upgrade. I was so busy on that Galactic Colossus. Very nice. Alright, Sneaky Snake is down due to a combination of unfortunate events, so we're down to 2 versus 2 basically. Solar Storm is in the game with his ACU, but not much else. GC running back towards the base, taking fire, and we've got a full health GC following up. I think this is the end of the Southern team unless Killer Instinct can pull a miracle out of his pocket. We've got sniper bots moving in. Puppet Master is going to go down to the bricks. Yes, the OP bricks. The GC was given over at the last possible second, it looks like. Or no. No, that is who built the GC. My bad. Killer Instinct is the one that originally built that unit. And we have a Megalith online. So, we now have a GC and a Megalith to deal with. There is air control on the southern side. That is a good thing to have going on. It's not by a very wide margin, but he does have more ASF. He's building Restores, he's building Mercies, he's doing his absolute level best to kill that Galactic Colossus before it gets any closer. There goes another ACU, Solar Storm going up in flames thanks to that GC. GC still has 47,000 health, and it is pressing onward. It's about to bite into all of this veterancy though, and that is going to end it. Yes, got Trebuchet fire raining down on the build power. The ACU is standing right there, losing power to the GCs. Not going to be able to get this one built. We got Harbingers pressuring this Galactic Colossus, but I don't... Oh, it is actually going to be enough, I think. It is going to kill that. What? And no last second veterancy to save yourself from my pre-announced death. Ugh. The announcer's problem, I know. Alright, where is the ACU? There it is. It is back a little ways and relatively protected. We got a Megalith coming down towards the south. Got Harbingers under it. And whether they kill it or not at this point is kind of moot because air control is back in the hands of the north. The northern team has 2 very healthy bases and another Megalith on the line. And Killer Instinct, despite having a very strong economy and really good a really good base as far as this build power goes and all that, I don't think he has enough to get enough units online to deny the next push. And it looks like he is going to meet his maker with dignity, running up forward to the Megalith and turning around and scampering away because I don't think he actually realized that that was a Megalith there. Kaboom! The last ACU goes up in a brilliant flash of light, and that is the end of that game. So many close calls. I cannot believe the amount of near-death experiences that were in that game. I don't think I've seen that many near misses in a very, very long time. Well done by both teams. Very good examples of strong play. Good micro, good unit mix, excellent manipulation of the special abilities of the units with the stun on the loyalists and the other things that we saw. And then hopefully Solar Storm can use this as a learning experience just to know what works and what doesn't. I hope you would actually watch this replay again, not just my cast, just to examine what these guys were doing. And let me tell you, Tech 1 bombers are worth their weight in gold. You can take that to the bank. Alrighty guys, that is going to wrap it up for me. I think I caught most of what was in that game. There was a lot going on. Sorry if I missed a couple of things, but I did run it at just +2 for most of the game, so hopefully you guys that hate my +4 routine are happy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will join me for the next one. See you guys.